Remember guys, we are footballers before lifters. So anything that we do in the gym needs to assist us in what we do on the field. What's going on guys? Chris Tomazis here, Total 90 Fitness. I've got the whiteboard out today and I'm going to showcase to you a template that I use for my athletes for their in-season training. I split this over 2 days because the majority of the players that I deal with are training 2 to 3 times on the park. So it's imperative that we at least get 2 days in the gym. Check it out. So with any training session, I started off, as you can see here, with some plyometrics. I use this as a way to really fire up the central nervous system, to get the muscles firing, to get the body activated, so that when we get into the main lift, we're nice and ready, we're primed and prepped, and we're able to execute that with absolute authority. Now, regarding sets, reps, this will change week to week depending on how many minutes the athlete's played, if they're coming back from an injury. There's a lot of variables that can go into it. So there's no blanket answer like do 3x5s or 5x5s or anything like that. You will find that sometimes in season, you are so heavily fatigued that you're really only doing one set. So take it by a week-to-week approach. The main thing that I will harp on about is at least try to maintain your strength numbers that you were getting in the off-season and carry them through the in-season. It's very rare that you will find an athlete breaking squat numbers that they were doing in the off-season throughout the in-season. My rule of thumb is, if you say you're squatting 100 kilos in the off season, try to maintain that number throughout the in season. So when you do get back into the off season again, when we can build, we've got that baseline level of 100 kilos and then we can move up and build it up to 110, 115. So then when we get into the in season the year after, we can maintain that. And then year by year, we just slowly chip away and build our strength numbers. Straight after that, we go into a upper body superset complex. So in day one, I've got the vertical push with a horizontal pull, and you'd find me doing a lot of military presses, landmine presses, supersetting that with some pen lay rows or any row of that nature, which is horizontal. This I'm not too worried about when it comes to fatigue levels. So I really keep about 3 to 4 sets every time. And I have the numbers up to about 8 to 12 on the rep ranges. Moving on from there, we got some accessory work. Now, again, this will vary depending on the athlete, injuries, past injuries, fatigue levels, all that sort of stuff. So, use that time to spend it on your hamstrings if you've got weak hamstrings. Use that time to spend it on your adductors if you've had adductor problems in the past. Now, once done with the accessories, we move into some isometric holds. Now, calves, hamstrings, and adductors are usually the go-to. Again, I'll leave that up to you guys to decide depending on where you're at. However, the majority of the guys that I'm dealing with, it's usually hamstrings and groins. And of course, always finish off with some core movement. Now, with day 2, similar type principles, however, the movements are just a little bit varied. Again, we start off with a variety of plyometrics to really fire up the system. We then move into the deadlifts, and again, a superset complex. However, this time it's going to be a vertical pull, so pulling down from top down, and a horizontal push, which could be a bench press, med ball toss, anything of that nature. Then we move into the accessories and isometric movements. So anything that you didn't do on day 1, make sure you hit it on day 2. And the same goes for the isometric and the core. Remember guys, we are footballers before lifters. So anything that we do in the gym needs to assist us in what we do on the field. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll see you next time.